I think it was my last video. I was wondering about Frank's age. He addresses that question right here.
Supplements.com.
Oh, let me try and guess. Hey everybody, it's another Franky Boy video. He's like a gift that keeps on giving. Today we've got a more simple video here that's about one thing I've been wondering recently, and apparently some other people, because he was asked this question in a Q&A that he just put up earlier today, September 5. Someone asked him how old he was, and he answered. Not only did I not know his age, I didn't know if his age was a rare bit of information. And it looks like it is. There's people in the comments that did not know.
But we haven't done a Q&A in a while, so I'm looking forward to answering some questions for you guys, starting with Kathy. How would you rate your overall health these days?
All right, take a good look at Franky. You've been seeing him a lot lately if you've been watching my videos. Right now, I want you to think about how old you think Frank Tufano is, and come up with multiple answers, but one of those answers should be, how old does he look, by the look of his face.
Judging by the amount of vegans that are obsessed with my handsome Italian, here they are trying to assassinate my character by ad hominem attacking me.
And to stimulate more discussion about aging as it pertains to diet, here's a clip of Franky's recent video about bananas.
Bananas have high enough anti-nutrients to cause issues. Just eating bananas seems like it can give you gut problems.
Seems like. Those are the words to catch. Of course, we high banana eaters in the banana crew, we know that is just not true. And while I don't eat as many bananas as the 30 banana crew, I've probably eaten more bananas in total than most of them have, because I've been on a high fruit diet since 1994. And I recently estimated that I have eaten about 10,000 bananas since 1994. And I do not have noticeable problem with my intestines. I only have the problem I've always had. I've always had a problem with bloating since the late 80s. But my digestive system's better now than ever before. That's mostly just because I don't overeat anymore. I'm still getting those like 13 fruits a day, 4 bananas a day.
I was trying to have, 1, 2, or 3 bananas per meal for the past 2 weeks.
What do you mean by per meal? Does that mean he was eating the bananas with other food?
I was trying to have, 1, 2, or 3 bananas per meal for the past 2 weeks. They're calorically dense. I enjoy eating them, but I just do not feel good.
This do not feel good thing, I hope I don't have to get into that one. You have to be careful with the self-diagnosing. And something tells me that this guy would not properly self-diagnose.
I used to work as a bartender in Manhattan, jack of all trades, master of one, that is nutrition. I personally can't drink bourbon or most whiskeys, but Scotch is fine with me. I can do Irish whiskey. Same with brandies, cognac, Armagnac. Those are okay with me. But if I have one sip of bourbon, I have a headache.
If he has a banana, big digestive problems there. He just doesn't do well.
I have a headache 5 minutes later.
Well, I want to be careful about doing what people do to me. Doing the thing where they say, you look young, but you look old. Yeah, and that's true. But they turn that around to make me look bad instead of good by suggesting I'm older than I look instead of younger than I look. Franky does kind of look young. He looks like a young person that has old characteristics. That's what people say about me. Yeah, I just did it. But he does. He gives off a late 20s vibe, but his aging, as you can see there, looks more like 40. Now, I don't think I have more aging than he does. Does that mean he should be 50? So I'm going to guess late 30s.
How old are you? Do you have a girlfriend? Do you plan to have children in the future? I'm pretty sure I answered this in the last Q&A, but I'm 30 years old now, and I feel old, mainly because I've never really gone out, had any fun. I've never had a girlfriend. And as much as I would like to have children, it's not even on the table.
Dude, that doesn't age you. maybe if you're whining about it in every video, if you're letting it get to you, these loner people like me, they should think about it from the other side. Having a girlfriend, partner, can also age you. Yeah, I never cared for socializing. When I socialized, it would just stress me out.
As much as I would like to have children, it's not even on the table. You know, that's something you think about when you meet someone you like and enjoy and can see having a family with. You know, all the issues I've had to deal with.
Here we go. Here we go. See, I've never done this. I don't complain about what I don't have, because no life is 100% full. You should focus on what you are doing, what you have.
In my business and my personal life have kind of made it so I can't really have anything normal.
That's true for me too. But a lot of people are in that boat. And also, don't let society define what normal is. Of course, I would just like to leave it at that and blame Frank and his high meat diet for looking older than he is.
The vegans are going to have a fucking ball with this.
But I have a tendency to be fair, which makes me kind of unpopular on YouTube. You see, Franky has an excuse, a similar excuse I have, so it would be unfair for me to not bring it up. That is, Frank has had past health problems. He had some kind of irritable bowel syndrome, IBS. He says that he could not eat plant food. He says that's gotten a lot better. And also, he says he had a failing liver, so these things could have affected the way he looks. My past health problems still linger today and affect my health. And I bring that up when people try to blame my current diet. You know, when my main problem is stress. And they say that stress ages you, but it hasn't done that with me, but it should have. Even though I have this stressful personality, I've been through a lot, just a lot of physical abuse from the stress. All of that is the reason I got into eating differently and how I got to eating a high fruit diet. I just started eating in a way that would minimize the effects of the stress. The diet would be combating all the bad stuff. And just maybe that diet is why stress has not aged me. Matter of fact, for the 27 years I've been doing the diet, I'd say I have aged very slowly during that time. Now, right now, it's hard to tell how I've aged in the last couple of years because I haven't been shaving. It's kind of hard to shave all the time with my problems. And yeah, it makes me look older. So, not too far from now, I'm going to start shaving again. And then I will do some videos on that, seeing, before and after how I've aged into my 50s now. And I don't really know how I look either. Let's see how I have aged on this diet that a lot of people say ages you. I was just seeing, he's got a video saying, vegans age fast. Well, do a video about me, Franky. I've done a whole bunch about you. Oh, and remember that clip that you took off your channel that I haven't used yet? And I made Franky an offer, and I want to know if he's going to refuse. I keep files on a lot of YouTubers that I make videos about, keep track of info. And to find out if I ever did know his age and wrote it down, I had to go to my old computer. And I got a file on Franky here. It's 3 years old. Frank info. The first thing, it says 25 years old, ? So I guess I heard somebody say that. That was 3 years ago. So that person was close. And then I've got some other stuff here that's kind of funny. Makeup, bleaches teeth, deformed, mental. Well, I didn't need to write that down. ? Can't grow facial hair. I don't remember that one. That's interesting. A quote from him. I don't supplement. Maybe I take a little D3. What do you supplement for? I thought only vegans had to do that.
This was an incredible amount of work to film, edit. I don't enjoy spending half my day doing this, guys. So if you could please just like the video, leave a comment for me down below, support the channel, frank-tufano.com.
Yeah, I was thinking about how it probably is one of those videos that look easy, but would just end up taking a bunch of hours with all the editing and having the questions ready. Oh, and especially like how he put the questions on the screen, that adds up. That's not necessary.